Welcome to the new design for the Rock Art in Africa exhibit in Iziko South Africa Museum. The new exhibit focuses on youth-centered experience and memory making. When first entering the room, you collect a clay rock, seen to the left on the screen. This rock, along with other items, will be used at the end of the exhibit, similar to how people who made the original art would collect tools and materials to create their drawings. To the right is an introduction to the exhibit, which you can listen to on the app along with any other information that you see. This is the beginning of the story that visitors will be led through. Moving along in the exhibit, you are met with the first interactive display, entitled What It Means. This display explains what common elements seen in the current exhibit mean for the full mock interaction, see interactive displays. In the following month, when the topic is changed to a different facet of rock art, this display will be changed to cover the meaning of those new elements. After the first interactive display, you come to the main room. This space is made to mimic that of the natural landscape where rock art is found, from the floor being natural sand and gravel, plants like those found in the landscape, a rock face that covers the wall and part of the ceiling, and the ceiling being reflective to imitate the sky. The white walls are used to create contrast and bring light into the space, as there are no windows, and ambient noise of birds chirping, plants in the breeze, and people talking are played throughout the exhibit to mimic natural spaces. Physical rock artifacts are found throughout the exhibit behind glass, as they are seen on the right of the screen. Moving forward, we are met by the first immersive display. This display is a looping projection of rock art that would be projected onto the rock face that goes up the wall onto the ceiling. At the bottom of the screen, you can see part of the chairs that are scattered throughout the exhibit. These chairs are rocks that are made to imitate benches, as well as boulders in nature. Moving on, we enter the main immersive room, where you can see one of the rock benches again. This room is an artistic rendition of rock art storytelling, where elements of rock art have been used to create a looping projection mapped room. For the full projection map room, see the immersive display folder. Moving out of this room, you can see physical rock art that is on display. At the end of the exhibit, visitors are greeted with a white plastered wall that they can draw on using the items found throughout the exhibit and the clay rock collected from the entrance. This is where the line between the exhibit and the visitor is blurred. The visitor can draw something meaningful to them, their favorite part of the exhibit, or just something from their day. Whatever they draw and post to the app would become featured in the next exhibit in the following month, and you can see more of this in the app folder for more information. To the right of the interactive wall is another interactive display. This one is covering rock art across Africa, where provenance is discussed and different types of rock art are covered. This, similarly to the first display, would be changed out eventually when the focus of the rock art exhibition is changed. Traveling back to the beginning of the exhibit is where visitors' artwork would be featured eventually. This is a concept of the visitors as the artist, the curator. This display was chosen to be put here to feel included in the exhibit and not separate from the other rock artifacts, making the visitor part of the exhibit. This placement also defines it as individual and is not necessarily connected to any of the other displays.